Alright, wanted to do a quick video. It is Sunday, March 1st, 2026. We just got the monthly close last night. We got the brand new weekly opening, the new 1 week and 2 week. I think we also got the 2 and 3 day close today. A lot of different closes. We are about, 2 hours after the daily close, and I just wanted to be transparent. I got short a little while ago. I saw an initial pump up on our daily candle on Bitcoin, and right now Bitcoin looks about as bearish as it can possibly be. So once we got a little bit of this rise earlier, right after the close, I started getting short, and sure enough, we're coming down. We got this red Sunday close here that's kind of leading into tomorrow's trading day. This is a very bearish daily candle we just got. The 8 is currently below the 10. The 10 is below the 20. Absolutely gorgeous setup to go short on. We have no lower wick so far on this current daily candle. I think we got the 2-day close. It's super bearish. Kind of a red neutral candle. It is red 2-day. I think we got our 3-day close. It's a red kind of hanging man style candle, red hammerish. The moving averages aren't exactly perfect, and I don't know. That does make me a little nervous, but I don't know how much weight I want to put on that. It is a red candle, so we have a red 1, red 2, red 3-day candle. Let's look at our weekly. What weekly did we get? Kind of got a red doji weekly. We've been kind of chopping along here for a few weeks as the moving averages catch up. And now you can see how our current, we just opened 2 hours ago and we already got a pretty decent upper wick, which is already good enough for this week. We can drop now and have a good upper wick for this upcoming week. So that's our weekly. That's red. Let's look at our 2 week. Our 2 week was an inside close, so this is bearish. There's nothing bullish about this. We got an inside red to our previous week. So moving averages are coming down. This is also something that makes me a little bit nervous, but I don't know how much weight I want to put onto it. The moving averages are still kind of up high. So could we chop around even a little bit longer? I don't know. I mean, we have red 1 and 2 week. Let's look at the 3 week. 3 week doesn't close till next week. It closes in 6 days, 22 hours. Right now, it's not a very big candle, and this what makes me think that we could have a big sell week, coming up over the next week. Is we really haven't done much on the current 3 week. We've had a pretty small candle. I mean, we started this move up here. Usually, if you're entering in a bear market, you're going to have multiple 3 week candles down. And, I think if we are going to drop, it could be this week pretty hard. And I think we could come into that, that 50 to 55K area. I have a trend line there. I have a couple measure moves that come down there. Could we keep going and maybe even get a quick wick down into the 40,000s? I mean, I think it's really possible. That's why I'm kind of, wanted to make a quick video just talking about Bitcoin, that, we have all the red candles to go lower off of. And we even got the upper wick to start this week just in the last couple hours, and we've been selling back down. This is a candle that you drop off of, typically, more often than not. Now, we have been chopping around for, 3 to 4 weeks now, after we got that initial move down. And so we've been chopping. Now the moving averages are tight in here. This is the daily moving averages. Everything's getting tight in here. Will we start this drop now and go, or do we need a few more days in this pennant? And this is a pretty decent pennant. We have multiple touches on the bottom. We got 3 down here, and we got 1, 2, 3 almost 4 right there. You could probably tighten that trend line and get 4, but it's pretty good. Do we need to chop around in here for another week or two before getting this drop? I don't know. Everything is there right now to drop. You know, come down maybe a couple days, get to this lower trend line, set up down here, and then drop. Maybe that's how it'll go. I don't know. I mean, I think if we're going to get another big 3-week candle down, I think we need to start our drop now before, what day would that be? So Sunday 8th, right here. I would almost like us to see us, really start to drop before this upcoming Sunday. And if not, it's okay. We'll have an inside red 3-week, and then we could drop from that if we wanted to. But I would almost just rather see us go now. Like we've got the candles to do it. It's almost, we're about, I don't know, 70% complete with the pennant. I don't know if it needs to complete more, like I said, but it can do it now if it wants to. We've chopped a good amount, and the daily moving averages are tight. I would really like to see us drop here. Also because I'm short as well, and I want to make some money now. Here's a couple of the measured moves I have. So I think the obvious target is definitely 50, right around 55, 56,000. I have a trend line. I have a measured move here that I took from this symmetrical. So the high to the, or the low to the high, it's so I had it drawn a little bit more conservatively. So there you go. Takes us down about 54, 55, 56. Kind of right where that trend line's at. So I think we're gonna get down there. I mean, I'm almost, very, very certain we're gonna make it there. Now the bigger measured move I have, stems from our initial descent. So our high from back here down to our low of where we got to of 60K. You take that from wherever our breakout is going to be from in our symmetrical, and then there's that move. And that puts us down close to 40,000. So, and that could take a few weeks to get down there. I don't know. But I think our immediate short-term target without certainty is going to be right around, that 54, 53, 500, somewhere in there, somewhere in that early, low to 50,000 range. I think we're going to see it over the next week, if not 2. I really do. I mean, it could even happen tomorrow, but, I mean, I at least think within the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks max, that we will get down there, and we will finally get to this trend line, and maybe we set up on this trend line and then head lower. Maybe we quick wick down and then come back up. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of interesting level. I really think that, we're going to start to see us come out of this pennant and drop here. I really do. Based on all the candle closes we just got, with the monthly close we just got, with the weekly closes, and now we got the daily closes. Like we've got it all there to drop if we want to. And we'll kind of see how long it takes. But I just wanted to go over that real quick. I am short with pretty good size on Bitcoin. I put my stop currently above yesterday's candle. So as Bitcoin came up close to the 20, I got short. I put my stop at the top of the previous day's candle, so it's a very tight stop. I'm in big size. It's low risk but high reward in my opinion. Like, so my stop is at 68,200, and current price on Bitcoin is 66,100. And for the potential, like the risk to reward on this is insane. So, there's a 2%. If it wants to come up, Bitcoin's going to have to trade up. Well, that's where it was. Hold on, let me give you a better visual. If it's going to come up and get my stop, it's going to have to come up 3% to get me and stop me out. And we'll cross that bridge when it happens. But 3% compared to a move that we could see. So if we take Bitcoin where it's currently at down here, we're talking that's 15% move. You know, I'll take that risk. You know, and it could even be a bigger move. Like if we're talking about that wick down to 40,000, you know, let's see here, down to 40,000. That's almost a 40% move. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking short here. I don't see anything bullish yet. There's no bullish setup. I don't think we're bottomed. I think we've still got lower to go. That's still my prediction. That's still kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, world news going on. That's, you know, so it's just interesting. Like, you know, this could be playing out here very quickly that we could see another flush out on Bitcoin very soon. I just wanted to kind of give a quick little video on that. Just kind of what I'm expecting and could possibly see here very, very soon. Very soon.